Hello everyone, DQ here, and today I have interesting walk. This is the Elzett Magnetic walk. Whoops, it has 6 rotors that are set with magnets on the key, and basically each side has 3 rotors and one sidebar that blocks the rotation of the core. This is the sidebar in question. Solid piece of metal that wants to go inside this hole here, but it cannot because there are rotors on its way. So once we insert the key or we successfully manipulate the lock, all the rotors will be aligned with the through gate and sidebar will be able to drop inside and will be flush with the shear line, allowing the lock to rotate inside of the lock body. So here we have the rotors. Let me show them first. Once I insert the key, you'll see that they start rotating, and basically they are magnetized, so there are a lot of different possible combinations for those magnets and how they can be combined. And basically you need to align all of them in the through gate. As you can see, there is pretty large through gate. Basically the half of the rotor is through gate and the other half is just taller part, so basically the sidebar can't go inside. There are videos of people disassembling this lock further, but it's not mine and I don't want to risk losing anything. But basically you can pry this part off and reveal the rotors, then remove them. And yeah, I won't be doing that simply because I don't want to lose anything. But yeah, I can show you basically how the lock works. We have two core centering pieces here. One of them is this back one, this pin with ball bearing, and the ball bearing sits here. It doesn't go inside of the core like the next one. The next one basically goes inside of the core. It's actually this one. This pin pushes this ball bearing. This ball bearing falls here and this pin rests on top of it. And basically when you apply tension, you have to lift the ball bearing out of the keyway to the shear line basically, and it can go into a false set, and then the sidebars will engage and press on the rotors, and then you actually start picking the lock. So how do you actually pick this lock? Well, first of all, you need a magnetic pick, or basically a pick glued to the piece of pick, broken pick or anything. But I went with a little different approach here. Basically, I had this sheet of mu metal. That's a special kind of metal that actually blocks, absorbs. As you can see, it has magnetic properties, but once this magnet is on this side, it cannot attract anything on the other side, like this peak, for example. And if I remove it, you'll see it immediately sticks. If I put this mu metal on top, it doesn't stick. So basically this is magnetic shielding. It absorbs the magnetic force but doesn't let it go through the other side. And what I did is actually glue 2 pieces of this metal, mu metal, and made a pick out of mu metal. So basically the shaft of this pick is a shield as well. So I didn't need to use this. I made this, most people do like this, shield one side, manipulate the rotors on the other side, as you can see, then switch the shield to the other, do the same. Because if you don't have a shield, what will happen, you will be manipulating the rotor on the left, let's say, and the magnetic field will be leaking and you'll be accidentally moving the other rotor as well, and you don't want that. You want to manipulate one rotor at a time. And yeah, that's basically the pick. So how do we manipulate these rotors? Well, with the help of this pickup mic with this amplifier and little headphones. They don't have to be anything expensive. This one I didn't also didn't buy, it's wound from the same person. Thank you, Walkdog. You're amazing, my friend. And yeah, I'll be using this to try to pick Eva NCS as well. It's my next target. But back to the Elzett Magnetic. So basically what will happen is let's say these two rotors, that's a good example. These two rotors, they are set, but this one is not set. Now, when I drop the sidebar in and press it hard, and I go to check, hope you can hear. Basically, the rotor is rattling. It's hitting the sidebar. When it's in true gate, it has some play, but when it's not, it doesn't make any sound or just a tiny bit of sound. So basically what you're looking for is a binding rotor. When the rotor is binding, it doesn't travel anywhere when you do this. So yeah, basically I'm listening for this sound. If the rotor does this, I don't touch it. If it doesn't make sound or it's very muffled, then I rotate the core back a little and then rotate back. Sometimes the ball bearing will jump back, and because this pick is magnetic and I'm inside of the QA, it's better to sometimes like leave it and go with the other pick to remove the ball bearing. Unless you're like in the last rotor, then you can just use this pick. It's personal preference, but yeah, it's just something you can you get used to as you pick it. So yeah, I showed you the internals, I showed you the housing, we have the two sidebar grooves, I showed you the pick. Yeah, for tensioner you can use anything that fits. For my attempt it was funny because I spent more time trying to fit this tensioner like this than the actual picking. But yeah, you can use two tensioners to like float pick the core and make more precise control, but because there is ball bearing with spring, you can actually just use one and the core will go back on its own. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say about this walk. So yeah, now let's get it picked. Okay, Elzett Magnetic is in the device. Keys working, have my hearing aid set up. So let's try to pick it. I actually set it up in the other way so you can see better. Okay, this seems it's good enough. So let's see. Okay, finally have a good setup actually, so sorry for making you wait. So let's see. Okay, we have it open. Nice. So it was more time setting up the tensioners than anything. So let's quickly get it. Let me turn off the hearing aids. Okay, nice, 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 nice. So, you can see the walk is picked, obviously. Core is rotating. I will walk it back up now. And as you can see, the key is working still. Nice. So, let's do a quick gutting and we're done. So, one more time. Okay, one more time. Now we're good. So, remove the C-clip. Get the key. Get the forward, because there are ball bearings that I don't want to jump out. Hand on the sidebar, so and drop the ball bearing here. So looking at the walk like this, this is the right sidebar. I'm going to show it in a moment. Okay, just drop it. Left sidebar, two springs, two springs. I will even put the springs here. So, as far as I'm aware, this walk can be gutted further. Not really sure if you want to do that though. Yeah, the walk is not mine. I'm not gonna risk it. It's wound from the walk dock. So I'll just show you that all the rotors are working. We have 3 rotors on each side. As you can see, when the key is inserted, they get positioned so that the through gate, which is basically half of the rotor, is here, and the sidebar is able to sink in and doesn't block the rotation of the core anymore. There is also ball bearing which I had to push. It works well with the rotors and sidebars, and basically we have one rotor here. As you can see, this is this part is wider, so here the sidebar won't be able to sync, and this part is shower, which is the through gate basically. And all the rotors have like these two halves, as you can see. So let me show you one more time. Key is in the wrong direction. See how they rotate. I put in the key, and yeah, here are the sidebars. Just a solid piece of metal, nothing fancy. And here inside of the core we have one pin with one ball bearing, which is spring loaded. Put it right here. The big spring, and further ahead we have this pin with attached spring to it, which interacts with this ball bearing, which is for the core centering mechanism. So basically this ball goes here, this pin just goes here, and it works to center the core. This doesn't go inside in the keyway, only the ball bearing, and this is the cut for it. So basically when you put in the key, this ball bearing goes to shear line. And yeah, that's the Elzett Magnetic picked and partially gutted. Hope you enjoyed, have a nice day, and bye bye.